Hey everybody, BJ Rogers with the Mansfield New School back to say a few words about what our friends at Gallup call the 4 needs of followers. In a previous video, we chatted about leadership as a practice of change management. And we talked about the fact that our perceptions about change tend to be rooted in this idea that people resist or hate or avoid or dislike change. And then in fact, that is not necessarily the case. Lots of us seek out change, but that what we really avoid is loss. What we don't like is loss. In fact, we're hardwired to avoid loss as human beings. And so that if leadership is change management, then in more ways than one, leadership is really loss management. So the challenge then becomes, how do we create an environment in which people are willing to tolerate a certain amount of loss in the interest of something else, of progress or of a different reality? And so the folks at Gallup have identified 4 things that they have culled through years of data collection as key things that people need in order to tolerate a little bit of turbulence, a little bit of disequilibrium, or even chaos in the interest of change. And those 4 things are hope, compassion, trust, and stability. So just a few words about each to give you a little bit of additional information and context. When it comes to hope, it's pretty straightforward. People just need to believe that there is a possibility of a better tomorrow. And they believe that because you or somebody in your mix who's in a role of exercising leadership has articulated a vision or articulated a reality that is better than where we are today, where the world has changed as a result of the hard work that we're engaged in. Conceptually, this is sort of high level, and I think it's easy for people to be like, yeah, hope, giving people hope in and of itself is meaningless, except that when it's accompanied by or generated by a really clear articulation of why we're doing what we're doing and what we have to gain as a family, as a community, as a country, as a world, it can be a pretty powerful motivator. The second is compassion, and pretty simply, people just need to know that you care about them. They need to know that you see them as human beings, not just as a piece of a machine to produce a particular product. And you can do this in a whole bunch of ways: showing interest in somebody's lives, asking questions, and just being present for people communicates compassion in a way that is powerful and goes a long way toward creating a sense of healthy culture and team and appreciation. The third is trust. People need to know that what you say and what you do are going to be in alignment. So if you say you're going to deliver on something at a particular time, that you make your very best effort to do that. Things will fall apart every once in a while, but giving people a sense that you're good to your word, that you have their back, that you're looking out for the community and not just yourself will engender trust in a meaningful way. And then the last is stability. I sort of explain this as being an assurance that in some areas there is no compromise. And this doesn't mean that we're inflexible or we're rigid about anything in particular. But when it comes to, well, maybe we are, but it's in the interest of good things. When it comes to our values, when it comes to our core foundational beliefs, people need to know that those things aren't up for grabs, that they're not changing based on the wind or based on political climate, that we won't compromise on the things we care about most in order to realize something better, right? So if I am hopeful that there is a better tomorrow, if I know that the people I'm working with care about me, if I can trust that we've got each other's backs, and I have a sense that no matter what happens, we will stay true to our values and our beliefs, then my willingness to tolerate change, to tolerate some loss, is going to increase exponentially. So as you think about these things, do a little bit of research, check out Gallup, don't take our word for it, and think every day, like, what am I doing to give people hope for a better tomorrow? What am I doing to give my team a sense that I care about them? How am I making sure that they know they can trust me? And how am I communicating to them that these things, our values and our beliefs, are going to be strong and solid and the foundation of how we operate moving forward? Check it out, leave comments, ask questions. We love to hear from you, and have a great day.